Ripley.
What is it?
Ripley.
You still have that puppy?
Naturally.
What? I thought you wanted to get a big screen TV.
I want that too. Why can't we have both? Why can't we contain multitudes? Why can't we have it all? Ripley.
A puppy and a TV. It just seems like it goes against protocol.
Ripley, you're always trying to follow protocol.
Well, that's right. You know protocol. Oh! Who's that? Ed Sheeran 209.
Ed Sheeran 209 is here to help lay down the law.
That's what I'm here for.
Ed Sheeran 209 says that he's in love with your body of work. I'm in love with your body of work.
You're really trying to make a bit out of this, aren't you?
Yep.
How's that going for you?
Well, you know, it'd go a lot better if I had a giant flat screen TV.
Why can't you just get a projector?
We have a projector, and it kind of sucks.
I'm in love with your projector. Just get out of here, Ed Sheeran 209.
What's wrong with Ed Sheeran 209?
I don't like his music. Hello. Hey, everybody, what's up, Aristotle? I almost said, what's up, Aristotle, full throttle? Sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes I feel like, hey, my stomach's growling. My stomach's barking. Sometimes my stomach growls. Sometimes it barks. Sometimes my stomach will eat grass and then vomit it back up for no good reason. Sometimes my stomach will pee on your leg. Hey, look, dude, we've discussed this. You're a cute dog. You're not quite a guard dog. Look, he's not quite a guard dog. He's not gonna frighten anybody away. Listen, if you have a high-pitched squeal of a bark, it's a high-pitched squeal. Do you think that that's intimidating to anybody? I say give it up. Or you just want them to notice how cute you are. That's what you want, don't you? That's what he wants. It's like, everybody should see me. Everybody should bring their attention toward me. Well, QAnon. Then, maybe you'll bring up the ratings for the show. Hey, it's the me and Q. It's the Fro and Q show, where we sing songs to kids. Hey, kids, look, it's me and Baby Yoda and a dog, and we all have fros, except for Baby Yoda. He does not have a fro. He's bald. Baby Yoda has a couple hairs on his head. Not enough to not even enough to quaff. If you were to put gel on his hairs, it would just make his head shiny. Well, I hope you have a coffee. I hope you have the patience to play some Jackbox with us today. We could do NPR voice. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious, right? Baby Yoda. I gotta tell you, I saw one of the funniest things. I saw that the GOP is now being abbreviated as the GQP, because, you know, QAnon and all that. I always wonder about the QAnon people. I'm like, did they pack a bag lunch? Are they gonna be okay? Do they have 2 pairs of socks on when they go outside? I just worry about the QAnoners. I just don't think they're able to, you know, feed themselves properly. You know what I mean? They don't know how to wear a mask. They don't know how to do anything. So I wonder. I say, QAnon, GQP, the GQP. I say, guys, did you have enough to eat today? Are you gonna go storm a federal building again? Do Did you need supplies, guys? They all went home. They were camping. They went home to their mom's houses that night. They then got arrested at their mom's houses. Quite literally. There's a video of that. You can see it. I feel short, but I'm tall. I feel like I'm singing a Alanis Morissette song. I'm short, but I'm tall. I'm bald, but I've got a fro. I'm thirsty, but I'm not. Thank you. But what it all comes down to is, am I gonna drink this coffee right now? Because I got one hand on my coffee and another one is holding Q. That's what we come here for, right, Q? Me and this dog. There's not much going on inside this dog's head. For instance, this dog right here, let's just demonstrate how this dog works. So this is where the food goes, but also, you know, anything he wants goes there. That's pretty much how he explores the world, is through his mouth and his tongue. Also, he's got like hair on his eyeball. You've got a hair on your eyeball, dude, and you're not even doing anything about it. There's not much going on in his head. This dog has... he struggles to think, you know? I've got another dog here. She's always making plans. This other dog here, she's always thinking about stuff. She's always like trying to figure out how to take you down. This dog has a hair on his eyeball and he just blinks about it. He's not very smart, but he's cuddly. You're like a human dog teddy bear. Welcome to Aristotle Full Cuddles. 1 hour of cuddling with a cute puppy. Hey! There's also not any blinking going on. Yes, Rod. I would say that if you got into a staring contest with this dog, you would definitely lose, because he's just kind of a dopey. It's cute though. He's looking. Oh, I think he heard something. I think he's gonna protect us. What was that?
Here it is. My most likable song ever. Coca-Cola, lipstick ring, go dance all night, dance all night. Kiss me, just kiss me Nefertiti. Lipstick, kiss me, lipstick ring, go, that's the way you like it.
This is your most likable song ever?
Yeah.
People will love it.
People will love it. They will come out in droves. I tell you, this dog. This dog. I should just have him permanently added to the fro. Like if I just put him inside, if I just comb him into the fro, we won't notice him anymore. He'll just be eyeballs that are staring back at you once you gaze upon the fro. I'll just keep him here. I feel like King Conan. Or like Mickey Rourke with his puppies. You ever see Mickey Rourke walking around with his puppies? It's kind of funny. He's this big muscle guy. He's this guy named Whiplash from Iron Man Dose. And he's like, going, I want to bring my bird. I want my bird, and my puppies. I want my puppies. I would like a fluffy puppy with me. Look at this guy. He's stealing the show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying the program, consider subscribing. You could see stuff like this all day. You could see this puppy. He's waving at you. Oh my god, did he just wave at you? What are you up to today, Ron? I see that you're streaming often. I'm always going to sleep whenever. I feel like I'm an old man. Every time I just about to put my phone down to close my eyes to try to go to sleep, people's notifications pop up, and that's when I see everybody's notification. I'm like, I need to do my show by noon so I can have my egg sandwich and go for my walk and then take my nap. That's basically how I run my day. I need to have my egg sandwich, and I need to take my poodle for a walk. I am from New York. I've heard people talk this. Getty ready for lunch. Stupid job. Yeah, I was thinking about jobs. I had so many jobs this year, and now I don't have any. Hey, Ron, you ever have a job on April 21st, and then suddenly it's July 8th, and they still didn't send you your check? I did. I've been writing to this production company that I worked for on April 20th and April 21st when I hatched the plan to get a giant TV for my wall. And I was like, oh, I'll just Yeshman. I'm not stealing characters from Greg, but I could do a shout out. I don't know how many times, maybe Greg spent some time in New York City. I grew up there, so I'm like, I've heard this many times. I've heard people talk like this. I'm 5, since I'm 5. Since I'm born, since I'm 0 years old. Since I'm a 24-month-year-old. So, it is violence worthy. So I tell you, I've written to this company. At first I wrote like 2 weeks later, just like, hey, sent you an invoice day after I worked for you for 2 days. Just let me know when to expect the check. Let me know when I should expect the check. And then I said, okay. They said, well, any day now, we're gonna cut the checks. 2 more weeks go by, and I said, hey guys, just want to know when I should expect this. And we are looking into it. And then 2 more weeks go by, and I said, hey, I didn't get any checks. And they said, oh, we're sending them out. You should get them any day now. Now that was like 3 weeks ago. They said that. So I said to them yesterday, when should I expect this check? On the day that I worked 77 days ago. I gave them the day count. I said, 77 days ago. When should I get the check for a job I did 77 days ago? And I think there are laws for employers. I think it's within 30 days they should send the check out. But most importantly,
Hello. Hello. Hello.
What do you say, Cosmo? Cosmo!
Hello.
What do you say, Cosmo? Cosmo! Cosmo! What do you say, Cosmo?
Cosmo.
Cosmo!
Cosmo. I'm Cosmo.
What do you say, Cosmo?
Hello.
I'm Cosmo.
what do you say, Cosmo? Welcome to
What do you
the
say, Cosmo?
Full Throttle Show. Cosmo, if you will play Jackbox with us momentarily, presently, and within 15... I forget which one it's called. Momentarily means for a moment. Presently means in a moment. You know? A lot of times people get that wrong. They get that reversed. How are you, Cosmo McBuds? What are you up to? Are you having your lunch? I know you're in the IE. Same bat time, same bat channel as me. So, what's going on? Yeah, Rod, I'm telling you, that's a check that I could use to pay my rent. So I would like for them to send me that check. That's the problem about doing freelance, is that you have to chase... should I give up, or should I just keep chasing payments? You know what I'm saying? Adele and I agree. That's what I say. I sing the song about, okay, internet, go do that, please. Internet, make it possible, make it real, make it work. As Tim Gunn would say. I sang the song for Adele, saying chasing payments instead of chasing pavements. I put that out to the internet to create for me, because I'm too tired. I just did it. That's all I'm gonna do for it. And then the internet will do the rest. The internet is just a machine. You throw different ingredients in, and then out comes song parodies and stuff. And Bo Bryson. Not Bo Bryson. Bill Bryson is an author. Bo Burnham. Thinking about what to have for lunch while I play F-076. I need to get like an overlay of the math problems coming around. That could be like Let me see if I can find that actually. Just for the joke of it. Watch this. I'm gonna create a new graphic right here. It's gonna take up all the bandwidth. Math green screen. This is for when I don't understand something. Fallout. Oh, got it. I want to play Fallout. It looks cool. It looks cool. Cool, as they say, as my mom would say. That's cool. Yeah, what are you gonna have for lunch? Are you gonna have an egg sandwich? I keep bringing up this egg sandwich. I have leftovers from last night. I have rice, fried rice that I made, and they make this really good fake chicken situation, fake orange chicken, which tastes good. Tastes like orange chickens. That I might have for that I might just have for lunch. I might have this for lunch actually. I don't think that this guy's using too much of his brain, so maybe I'll just eat it. He doesn't need it. Look, my head is this dog's head. I look like I'm wearing a like a lamb's skin. I feel like I'm Thor or something. Ow, don't scratch my neck. Don't scratch my neck, bro. No, don't. No, thank you. Ow. You can lay down. That's fine. There's not much going on in his head is all I'm saying. That tie you were eating the other night did not look appealing at all. Oh, it was really good, actually. Except for, David wants to put bananas in his curry. But that's what I'm telling you, Uncle Ron. The Thai food here is really good. It's really good. It's delicious. I used to order from that place all the time. I would like for me to download the thing so that I can make a joke. Thank you. Hey, wait for it. We just wait for it. It's gonna be amazing. I promise you. I can't promise you that. I can't promise you amazing, but I can promise you it's gonna be a thing. Well, okay, watch this. Wait for it. Filters. We're gonna create part of the show right now. So when I don't understand something, I can do this. I also want to invert it because let's see. Contrast. Maybe opacity. Bring the opacity down. And also, let's add a filter. Inversion. How do you invert the colors? Negative. Lumen, sharpen. I don't know. Color key. Color correction. Yeah, let's correct that color. This is life as a streamer. You make things. Am I right, Cosmo? Am I right, Uncle Ron? You gotta just constantly make things. You gotta constantly create things. Your computer's gotta constantly be working. Your brain has to constantly be working. Hue shift. I think this will be good for now. Hold on, watch this. And then I could be like, what Cosmo could be like, I'm waiting to have lunch for a while. I play, and then I'm like F076. See, it was worth it. It's worth the joke. Fallout. You know what I think I should do? I should slow down the loop. I should slow down the speed. So now this is better speed. No, that's not a better speed. Here's a better speed. Split the difference, as they say. Oh, wow. It's 1 4 is 21. How'd you take away the background without having an actual green screen up? This graphic is a green screen graphic, so I put a filter on it in OBS, which the chroma key filter. So if you right click on it, go to filters, I can put the chroma key on it, or I can take it off. So it's just a green screen effect, and then I put chroma key on, and then the math happens. There you go. And I could be constantly trying to figure out what, oh, you know what I mean? I could be like Baby Yoda when Baby Yoda was just Baby Yoda, not Grogu. He could be like, eh? Grogu. You guys have multiple things going on. You blame ADHD. Yes. I might have that. I might have a little bit of that from me. There might be enough of that to go around. How'd you take away the back? Oh, yes. So there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh, so okay. So we've got some people here. So why don't we go over to the gaming? Dude, let me. I don't want to roll over any dogs with my chair. So move my chair up. There, that's better. Chair up, rock. Okay. Gaming feed. Any second now. Ganymede. All right. Cosmo, you've got your own crown. Pardon me. I drink a lot of carbonated beverages and caffeinated beverages during the show, and then most of the show will just be my stomach growling. So yes, here we are. Here we are. Do you know the band Sunny Day Real Estate? And if so, what are your thoughts? Love Sunny Day Real Estate. One of my favorite bands. The drummer with the bass player, it's Nate Mandel. He plays for the Foo Fighters, and also the original drummer who played on the first Foo Fighters went on the first Foo Fighters tour, got fired. And then Dave Grohl re-recorded all of the drums for The Color and the Shape, the second album by the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl went and re-recorded all the drums. It's like, sorry, buddy. Sorry, I'm a legendary drummer, and you're from Sunny Day Real Estate, a legendary band, but, you know, it's not cutting the mustard. But, love Sunny Day Real Estate. Love that album. What's it called? With all the little toy figures on the front. That album, what's it called? I like it, them. Those are my thoughts on Sunny Day Real Estate. I like them. I think it's kind of incredible that Nate Mandel is still playing bass for Foo Fighters. And what was that album called? It's the one with the things, and they had the thing, and it's called the Sunny Day Real Estate Diary. I didn't Google that just now. I binged it. I went on Bing. All right, let me open this camera. Let's see how I can do with the switching of the switch over to the switch. Let's see how we can do this. Let us try this. See how this works. Nope. Yep. Yes. No. Maybe so. Opening Steam. I've been watching The Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been watching The Boys. Monday. It's a good show. Man, oh man, is that a good show. I got into an argument about that show the other day. You don't want to find yourself in an argument about a show, but sometimes you find yourself arguing about the Boys. Jeremy Yang is going to tour, is on tour this fall. That's cool. I'm really excited to get back to seeing shows again. I have not seen a show in... The last show I saw, I think, a live show, was on my birthday last year, and it was a... What show was it? It was a what did they call that show? Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. I went to Vegas for my birthday by myself, as you do when you're, you know. Everybody says what happens in Vegas. You go by yourself to Vegas, and because you're lonely and you don't have friends. That's mostly a joke. I mean, I just went because, you know, I'm sad. All right, let's go to Jackbox TV. I think we're gonna play. Maybe we could try a different game this week. Not quite sure what other games work. Anybody who wants to play in Jackbox? Let's see. The devil's in the details. Your family's moved into a suburb. Can you survive the daily torture of human life? What is that? That's a new game, huh? Wow, what is this? What are those? Should we try it? Let's try it. I don't even know how to do this. Get your foods. Eat your foods. Consume your food. Do it. You need to be quiet, okay? Your brain is overwhelmed. Your amygdala is just lit up like Vegas. Alright. Play. Yeah, let's just play. Here's the...
Congratulations, fellow demons. You and your family have been selected to take part in our groundbreaking Demon-Human Relations program. You'll be living among the humans and taking part in the pointless and highly stressful rituals of mortal life, whether you want to or not.
Are you gonna go see them, Uncle Ron? That might be a fun show. These are my multiple Prince GIFs, because I figured there's a Prince GIF for every occasion. GIF? It's GIF. It's GIF because the guy said, I like peanut butter. The guy who invented the GIF said it's GIF, so then therefore it's GIF. It's John Stamos. Maybe I'll just put that there. That's my own head. See?
Hurry up, everyone! I refuse to be late for my fiddle contest.
Well, this is great. I'll just pop this onto my head when I disagree. Actually, I could bring it down. Actually, let's see. TV. Oh no, wait. Nope. How does that not? Why don't I can't? Why can't I? There. When I disagree, I'll just go like this. There you go. We've created an interactive television program. Everybody can do their own show now. It's like Captain Kangaroo for everybody. The internet is Captain Kangaroo for everyone. People like Captain Kangaroo 50 years ago, 60, 70 years ago, 150, 70 years ago. This guy said, why can't I have a TV show where I just play a guy on TV and I talk to people through the TV? He said that. And then they said, well, why couldn't? Well, I don't see why not. They gave him a TV show. I'm just saying, if Captain Kangaroo can have a TV show, why can't you? You know what I mean? Captain Kangaroo. All right, let's play. Let's try this. This week's challenge. Next episode. Yeah. I think I need at least one more player. Beach blanket pizza bunk. Otherwise, I'll just play Borderlands or something. I might as well do that. In the meantime, I can read I'll read the tweets. I've been having trouble sleeping, guys, so my brain doesn't function correctly if I don't have enough sleep, which goes to show you I don't ever sleep because my brain doesn't ever function. It's weird. It's crazy. Let's see how much sleep I had last night. I'm syncing my watch. My friend said to me, he said the other day, why do you need to track your sleep? I said, because I want to know how long I'm sleeping. He's like, what good is it? You're just going to wake up tired, then you're tired. You sleep and to be sleepy. And then I said, but I like to be healthy. Diet, exercise, and everyone forgets the third component to help. Rest, recovery. Diet, exercise, I had 4 hours, 16 minutes of sleep. That's not good at all. And guess what? That was in 2 parts. That was in a part. It was like in a 2-hour part, and then another 2-hour part. 2 hours after the first 2-hour part. So I was up in the middle of the night, just kind of like walking around, talking to the walls. Maybe I'll just go right back to sleep after this. 4 hours, 16 minutes. That's not good. How long do you like to sleep for? For me, personally, I like to sleep until I want to wake up. The problem is, I wouldn't have any problem not sleeping if I didn't feel tired. That's the problem. The problem is I feel tired like I should be sleeping. But my body said, no, we're not going to do that. Well, let me play some songs while we're at it. I'm going to play some music for everybody. Let me see if I can play that song. Yeah. I haven't been playing the guitar as much as I should. And when I say should, I mean that's like an imaginary goal. Because everything in the world is absurd. The world is absurd. Nothing makes sense. And just make the most of it. Remember this one? I don't know how it goes. I should learn the songs I want to try to play. Instead of thinking, well, if I just keep playing, maybe I'll figure it out while I'm playing it. Oh, remember this one? That's a song by a dumb band called Jackbox, and it's a dumb song. Now maybe. Remember this one? Go. I don't remember how to play that one either. We'll just muse about today. Uh-oh. I pushed the play on the music. We'll music about today. Maybe if I do this. Nope. Nope. If if I press this button. There's 2 buttons. Uh-oh. I messed it up. Maybe we'll have to go back to playing. I figured out the order of operations if I want to turn off that sound. I could do that all day, actually, because
I could do this all day.
Because that's an outro to a song, and a song can go on for a long song, can go on for a long time. Let me tune the guitar so it's more pleasant to listen to. Wouldn't that be courteous of me? Let me turn off the noise cancellation. There we go. Ooh, that's not quite good. Welcome to the Aristotle Full Throttle Tuning Hour. Listen for that beat frequency. I took a test the other day on the internet, and it was name those Beatles songs by their bass lines. And I got 100%. On the test. And if I didn't, being a bass player, I would have jumped out my window. They say, your window's only but 5 feet off the ground. But I say to you, my windows have bars on them, and I would have forced myself through the bars like the T-1000. Basslines by Paul McCartney. A New Fragrance by Ringo. It's the improv hour. Guys, you ever improvise? You ever have a situation that, we improvise every single day of our whole life. That's what we think that we're not improvising, but we're always improvising. You know what I mean? Everything we do, just like, I guess I'm going to make something up to do now. I'm going to just create a behavior pattern. I'm just going to act in a way that I think I should. That's improvising, ladies and gentlemen. You never know. You never know that you always know that you don't even never not know. Sorry about the... Join me today as I muse about on the guitar. It was supposed to be Jackbox, but, you know, Prince came over and Prince said this. Remember this one from, Oof. I wish my guitar would stay in tune. String's about to break, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for it. Babyface did all the work on this song. Eric Clapton, Eric Clapton just went like, you want to just... Remember Colin Hay? Hey, Colin Hay! Hey! Remember all these songs from when you was a kid? Remember when you were a child, a baby in the womb? Remember that? Remember that? Remember your birth? Remember being born? I've got to dodge a dog and a microphone right now. Dodge a dog. Dodge your dogs. I'm getting a call from let's answer this. Hey, Mr. Special, you're on the air. I'm doing a live feed right now. And now here you are. You're on the microphone. How are you? How's it going? It's been a while since we talked.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Where are you at in the world right now?
I'm up in Northern California right now for another week, and then I'm going to Miami for 5 days to go to a peyote ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
Some very interesting kind of thing on my journey of life.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I was guessing you were somewhere in the world and coming from someplace in a place right now, headed to another. It's been a while since we last talked. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
How are you?
It was a while. I came and visited you.
Yeah. During an earthquake. Remember that?
Yeah, Yeah, there's a lot of, there's a lot going on. I've transitioned into, a bunch of things and continue to evolve, try to be better every day. I do see that you post stuff on Twitter, but I got rid of Twitter, so I never see it.
Okay.
I get notifications all the time about Twitter from various people, but I deleted Twitter. I don't, I never tweeted and, twitched and whatever. So
you're better off, to be honest. It's a lot to.
Yeah, I mean, I can barely keep up with my emails.
It's too many things.
Yeah, there's too many things. And so that's what I'm up to. I got so many things going. They're actually gaining some traction. So, it's going.
Yeah. That's good.
What's going on there? I'm going to have to call you back. I think this is a doctor that I left a message with. I'll call you right back.
Okay, call me back. Talk to you. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Special. I need to tell you about Mr. Special. Let me invite you into the world of Mr. Special. He is the guy who gave me my first job ever in movies. Maybe I should tell this. I should tell this story when he comes back, when he calls me back, just a moment presently. But I just need to tell you that Mr. Special opened the door to working in the film business for me. And I didn't even have to sleep with him or anything. He's just a nice guy. And it's cool that he's giving me a call. I want to see what's going on with his life, where he's up to. He's always in between. You know what I mean? He's like, he's a Valkyrie. He's flying between, he's battling, he's doing things, he's getting things done. It's quite impressive. It really is. We're supposed to play Jackbox today, but, some days they get taken away.
Oh my God, the quarterback is toast.
I'm going to play the guitar for you in a moment. What about this one? Remember this song? The kids love this one. This one's a nursery rhyme. I don't remember how the rest goes. I'm gonna make you a
a guitar part you can't refuse. Yes, that is Chinito. That is none other than Chinito. And there's so many things going on this screen. I'm trying to get them all to interact and play. While I'm not on the screen, you've got a constant shaking of Prince's head right here. He's on the TV. Prince is always like, I don't know what's going on with this show. I don't even understand this show. Look, I'm going to put Prince on top of Robocop's head. There. Robocoptopus, that is. Let's see if I could do this correctly. We're making all kinds of adjustments to the show today. We're growing. The show is growing. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Little Robocoptopus didn't hurt nobody, except he did shoot some guys weighing off. I don't like to say that. I don't know if that's culturally insensitive to shoot someone in the peen. That's extra sensitive cultural shootings. I don't know, man. I don't know. What are you doing? I was going to get into a conversation with Mr. Special just now. He was going to I was going to tell everybody about how he got me a job. That's first movie I ever worked on, a movie called LIE with Paul Dano. And that's my friend right there. He's just traveling the world. He's a globetrotter. He's doing all kinds of things. He's out there in the world shaking things up, shaking people down. You know what I mean? He's a mover. He's a shaker. He's a Mormon. He's a Quaker. That's not true. He's neither. How about, for the rest of the show, I pull all of my hairs out one by one. Here's one. Here's one. Ready? Wait for it. Let's get it. Let's get this one. I almost had it. I lost it. Let's pull my hairs out. The show has now evolved. It is leveled up.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
One hair down. 47 more to go. Hey, hello. What's up, Uncle Ron? How you doing?
I don't know. You seem like you were bored.
I'm trying not to be bored. I'm trying to entertain you and Cosmo. We're having hangout and Steel Condor. I find it really easy to pull out my hair lately. How you doing, Ron? How's work?
It's
good,
such a pain to have to to listen to people complain that their $150,000 car isn't ready yet.
Oh, yeah. They're probably just.
It's like,
probably a.
Sorry that your Stingray isn't ready yet.
I'm gonna have to drive like any one of my other 5 cars now. I'm annoyed about that.
Right.
That's probably what they're saying. Wow, Stingray. What kind of brand? Question for you: what brand is a Firebird? I forgot.
Trans Am.
Trans Am. That's right. Because I was thinking in the middle of the night when I wasn't sleeping, I was thinking Firebirds. What brand is that? Is that Pontiac? No.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I think the Trans Am is Pontiac, which is a GM vehicle, so technically it's under the purview of the place I work. But you'd be surprised the vehicles that they discontinued now.
Wow. Why did they discontinue them? Just because nobody's buying them?
Like, you remember the Buick LeSabre, how popular that was?
Everybody had a Buick.
And it's gone now. They stopped making it.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah. So now they're all, what do you call it? They're all SUVs from Buick. And the only car that, there's only like 3 cars that Chevy makes. It's the Corvette. I'm sorry, 4. The Corvette, the Camaro, the Malibu, and the Spark.
And now these are all like crossover / SUV type of cars, or what?
Well, that's just for Buick. The Malibu is just a straight up sedan, and the Spark is an electric car. So.
Oh. Why are people waiting so long to make the electric cars? Because nobody wants to buy them, or because the technology's not there yet?
They're still working out all the kinks, but Cadillac has one coming out, I think, next year, the year after, called the Lyric. I can't wait to have to deal with that.
Yeah, there's going to be tons of calls saying my battery died.
Well, no, we transfer those. I'm marketing. I'm not. I'm not. Once you own the car, I don't care.
Yeah, you just try to get the car to the person so that they can complain about it to someone else.
I get them to the dealership, and then they go from there.
Got you.
Yeah, so, yay.
Well, I mean, work is work, and work is good. Employment is a positive thing. I mean,
it keeps me in comic books, and it keeps me in comic books and Coke Zero.
There you go. And that sounds like you're living your best life right there, actually. You've been watching Loki, right?
I have, and I have a feeling we might be seeing... I know we saw The Watcher already in like one of the Guardians movies, but I have a feeling we might be seeing him again soon.
Interesting. I just watched the preview for What If this morning, and it seemed like in The Watcher's...
Is it a new preview?
I don't know if it's a new one
from before.
It was about 2 minutes long. I don't know if it was like it's kind of a sizzle reel. I don't know. I don't know if it was new or not. I just seen it for the first time today. Cosmo McButt says he got Carl's Jr., which is good. Cosmo, what did you get?
We actually have that too here. It's called Hardee's.
Yeah, it's all the same look. It's all the same color scheme and everything. I remember driving across the country and being like, "That looks like Carl's Jr., but it says Hardee's." They have the same deal on the breakfast sandwich.
Right? Does Carl's Jr. have the big hot ham and cheese? Because those are scrumdiddly.
Big hot ham and cheese. That sounds pretty good, actually. But except for the ham part for me, I like the taste of the cheese. I want the hot, and the cheese.
Big cheese. Yes.
I do like a ham. The flavor of it. I won't eat it anymore. But Steel Condor's been here the whole time. Cosmo, share with us what you got from Carl's Jr. Because I'm curious. Because I want to. They got 2 tacos. Remember they had the 2 taco deal. For
ours doesn't have that, probably because it's Wisconsin, so that's probably why.
Yeah,
Hardee's is like, nah. We know our customer, and they want big ham and cheese.
That's fair. Got to know your audience. I know that. Here they sell tacos at Carl's Jr.
And In-N-Out, right?
In-N-Out. Here's the cool thing about In-N-Out. You can order. I think the most you can order is a 4x4. If you get a 4x4, they put 4 patties with like 4 pieces of bread in between and 4 things of cheese. However, I did see someone did order like a 100 by 100. That's like the world record or something like that. They just made like a stack of patties. That's the fun thing. There's a secret menu. Have you been to In-N-Out?
I have. I've barely left Wisconsin, so I've only been in, not out.
You've been out of In-N-Out. Well, here's the thing. It's cool because I guess there's only a few dozen locations. Maybe there's more now. But when I first got to LA, the first time I visited, it was 2005. It was privately owned, and there were maybe like 20 locations from Arizona to Vegas to Northern California or something like that. And there's a secret menu. You go in. The greatest thing in the world is it's just got 3 things on the menu. It's like soda, cheeseburger, fries. That's it. But you got to know what you can ask for and request for certain things. They do have a milkshake, and if you ask for the Neapolitan milkshake, you're a wise person. They mix them all together for you. But I'm a fan of In-N-Out. It's good. It's a good. The thing they do with grilled cheese.
I heard Jack in the Box is kind of gross.
Yeah, it is kind of gross. That's on Long Island. We have a Jack in the Box on Long Island. I remember that. My father would. We would go there every he'd just go and then he'd get his thing that he liked to get. I forgot what he got there, but they had a nice root beer. I think they might have had a root beer. You ever go to A&W?
Oh, I used to go on my birthday every year until my mom got real sick. Oh. And then it just so happened every year on my birthday she was in the hospital. so I wouldn't go out there. But I would go out there and I would get a big old burger, and I would get a big old root beer, and I would splurge on myself.
Yeah. Well, you still can do that if.
It's way out by the interstate, and I live in the suburbs, and it's like a half-hour drive, and it's tough when you don't have a vehicle.
Yeah, I hear you. But A&W, I remember that being really, really good. Did they come to the window and put the thing on your window? Yeah.
Oh, not this one. No. They've reached the 21st century and stopped making people do that.
That was
apparently
when I first went to A&W. They would roll up to your car on roller skates and put the tray on your window. It was pretty cool. It was in Michigan. Yes, just Wisconsin, not Wisconsin out. That is correct. Yeah, A&W is good. Do you have Nathan's? Have you ever been to Nathan's?
No, that's an East Coast thing, I believe.
It is like a Coney Island thing for sure. I don't know how. I know there's 2 locations, and I've been to both. At least 2 locations, and good hot dogs.
Oh, I bought Nathan's from the grocery store. They have them in the frozen food aisle, but they haven't. I've never been to Nathan's. Howard Stern's dad will go to Nathan's every year on his birthday and eat 2 hot dogs.
Eat 2 hot dogs. That's true. And you know what? That is the other location that I know about. Because it's on the same block. Every time I go to Long Island, I go to this place called Cafe Bacci, and it's an Italian food place in Westbury. And that is the Nathan's, I believe. I'm pretty sure, because it's right by Roosevelt, and I think his parents live in Freeport right now.
Yeah, he grew up in Roosevelt, though.
My mom taught at that high school, and she just retired about 4 or 5 years ago. She was a teacher at Roosevelt High School, and there were teachers there when she started working there that knew Howard Stern. They were like, yeah, he was an awkward kid, and he sat in the back of the class and didn't say a word.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. He was one of 1 or 2 white kids in the entire school.
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah.
And the thing about that school in particular, Eddie Murphy went to that school. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, jeez.
Also, just a tiny little band called Public Enemy.
Never heard of them. Are they good?
They're pretty good. They have a lot of things to say. Chuck D and Flavor Flav went to that school.
Always knew what time it was.
He said, "Yeah, boy, what time is it?"
Well, it's 3:15, sir.
Yes, let me just check my gigantic clock necklace. I can't read it upside down. Oh.
Let me look in the
Flavor
mirror.
Flav. Did you ever watch that show Flavor of Love?
I did. I don't know why I did, but I did.
I liked that show a lot. It was funny because I wanted to do a Halloween costume that year because my girlfriend at the time, she's 5 foot tall, and I'm tall, and Brigitte Nielsen was tall, so I was gonna be Brigitte Nielsen, and she was gonna be Flavor Flav for Halloween. But we didn't.
That's like in the new Halloween movie where Laurie Strode's granddaughter goes as Bonnie and her boyfriend goes as Clyde.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. That I'm looking forward to Halloween Kills. Actually.
Yeah,
what do you think?
That trailer, holy crap. That was awesome.
It felt like it just, and that's the thing. It takes place the same Halloween night. Halloween's got to take place on a Halloween night. So they said, right. Guess what? Same night. So that's cool.
Stupid fireman.
Yeah. They bled him out. He needed to burn in the basement where Laurie Strode left him.
And you know what would have been great is if when that truck picked them up at the end of Halloween 2018, if it was John Carpenter driving. I know it's cheesy, but it would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I love John Carpenter for him to make a cameo. Or I know that he did the music for the last one, right? They
him and his son. Yeah, him and his son did it, and it was pretty fantastic.
I want to go see them tour because they do the tour where they play together. They play all the soundtrack music and original music, which is cool.
Yeah, they what was it? And then Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross remixed the original Halloween theme.
Oh, I gotta go back and revisit that.
Have you talked about Hack Snyder's new movie?
I don't even know what it is. And Cosmo,
It's
yes,
gonna-
we do have Pinks in LA. We have a Pinks on Melrose and I think Highland or La Brea. Go ahead.
No, it's apparently it's a samurai influenced Star Wars movie type movie.
Star Wars is a
apparently-
samurai influenced.
Yeah, exactly. It ripped off Hidden Fortress. But when Zack Snyder, for me, I'm a film geek. I'm a nerd for film. When he mentions being inspired by Akira Kurosawa, I want to throw up in my mouth because there's no way in hell any of your films have been inspired by the master. That man made some of the best films ever in existence. There's no way. No way.
Yeah, that was when that's when you had people like Akira Kurosawa paving the way, creating all new types of ways to tell stories on film. And then it just opened the door for everyone else to sort of copy that. But yeah, I don't see his work really reflecting.
No, and apparently he pitched something to Lucasfilm about 10 years ago, and they for a Star Wars story, and they turned him down, which is like, okay, then maybe it shouldn't be made.
Yeah.
But you're gonna make it for Netflix anyway because Netflix lets something like Ridiculous 6 happen.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that movie. I didn't even try to watch it. I didn't even try.
No, I didn't either. No.
I always wonder about
good in Uncut Gems though.
He was good. I still haven't finished watching it. I watched the first hour of that. I still got to finish that. He's good in that. He was good in a few movies in the 90s, and then suddenly he just kind of cranked out crap for... Don't tell anybody this. This is interesting. This is an interesting fact. Judy's former roommate... Don't tell anybody this. She won't tell you. Judy's former roommate... who she lived with for 6 years or so, or maybe a decade. Her former roommate, her last name is Herlihy because she's Adam Sandler's writing partner. Well, her brother is Adam Sandler's writing partner, which is, I was trying to tell Judy, I'm like, Judy, you got to tell your roommate to tell her brother to stop making crap movies.
You should have held her roommate hostage and been like, no more movies! No more!
Or you don't get your sister back. And then
apparently I'm looking into this. It's called Rebel Moon, which is so Star Warsy. I'm waiting for the mouse to just kind of
Rebel Moon.
Yeah, that's the name of the movie. And
that's no Rebel Moon.
This is a direct quote from Hack Snyder. Let me pull this back up. I keep getting ads. Stupid Hollywood. Oh, this is no film school. I thought it was Hollywood Reporter. This is me growing up an Akira Kurosawa fan, a Star Wars fan. It's my love of sci-fi and a giant adventure. My hope is that this also becomes a massive IP and a universe that can be built out. No.
What?
No. Thank you.
No.
What?
What?
Apparently Netflix wants this to be their Star Wars.
Lucasfilm was then bought by Disney in 2012, and he let it fall by the wayside. Had they actually let him pitch, I doubt he'd be allowed to go off and make a film himself. Also, Cosmo was wondering, you'd ever actually been to Pink's? Oh, I have been to Pink's, actually. I'll have to call Mr. Special right back. So finish this conversation. I do want to grab Mr. Special. He just tried to call me because I do want to tell the story of.
I will hop off because I got to get back to work anyway. So it was a pleasure and an honor, and now I want IHOP. But I will talk to you later.
Love talking to you, Ron. Thanks for popping in.
All the best. Yep.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Let's call Mr. Special back. Hello.
Yeah.
You're back.
Hello.
You're back on the live stream. We were just talking about.
So yeah, it's interesting. I had a phone call back, and it was a 646 number. So I just left a message at a doctor that I used to see when I had health insurance back in the early part of the century.
Yep.
And he had such a good bedside manner. He looked really young. I was like, how is this guy a doctor? But I've read some reviews. I've had his number for years, and he focuses on lifestyle, which is my thing.
That's your thing.
I'm building I'm building my life's work, and the companies and projects that I'm doing, I need executives that are as diverse as I am. But I don't want to I don't want to bring in any more white men. The white men are out. I'm a white man, so I'm pretty much canceled. You look at me, bald head, white, 56. Yeah, he must have been a slave owner. Shut the fuck up.
You're only 56. You got to add 100 to that.
Yeah. So I'm slowly building it. Do you remember a girl, Erica Koenig?
I just want to give you the heads up. We're live streaming. We're live streaming right now. But Erica Koenig, what's that?
She was on Three Ceilings. Were you on Three Ceilings?
Yes, I do know. Yeah.
I hired her. It was her first job out of college, and she's gone on in life. And I called her, or she sent me a message on Facebook asking about ayahuasca. And Kismet, right? So I called her back, and after about an hour and a half, we talked about ayahuasca, because I have sat 3 times 6 years ago.
I always say you can't walk like 10 feet in LA without stepping into a pineal gland conversation, but that's...
Yeah, but a lot of people who are woke, they fucking annoy me. It's just annoying. I'm like, oh, you're woke. Listen, how are you woke? You're drinking a Starbucks coffee. You're the farthest thing from woke.
If they're paying the man. They're paying into
and
the
for
system.
me, I don't buy into the narratives, whether they're hating Trump on Facebook or they're doing this. I mean, my politics have changed a bit, and I'm not
you
like
gotta
a
hate Trump
Trumper,
in real life. That's
the thing is it was the only president that we've. I don't like Obama. Biden doesn't
like
even
Obama.
know that he's. No, I totally don't. Obama didn't. Obama's a plant.
He's a plant. I'm pretty sure he's full flesh human.
The thing is he's part of the whole deep state program. I don't trust any of these fucking people. I've been a conspiracy theorist since I was 9 years old when I read the Warren Commission. I watched the World Trade Center come down in controlled demolition. I don't believe any of these fucking stories. The COVID story, bullshit. Fauci's been a liar. I've known about it since December 2012. I've been exposed several times. I know people that have died. I know people. My brother-in-law was in the hospital for 2.5 months with tracheotomy. He's 7 years old. He's overweight. He's unhealthy, and he was the head shot at Attica State Prison. Of course, he's going to get a bioweapon that shows up and comes to Attica Prison. And then I was exposed in very close contact and gave blood like 3 weeks later. I don't even have the antibodies. I keep giving blood, hoping that I have the antibodies, but I don't.
Did you get the vaccine?
No, I would never get a vaccine.
Why won't you get a vaccine, Mr. Special? Get a vaccine. You need to get vaccinated.
Aristotle, that's part of the narrative. The vaccine is ridiculous. They haven't tested this vaccine. The vaccines that they tested for 20 years are dangerous. I would never get a vaccine. I don't go for the petrochemical industry. Anything. Aspirin, Tylenol, Advil, regular toothpaste, regular soap. I don't use any.
You use Tom's. You got to use.
No, Tom's isn't even a good one. It's not even a good one.
Tom's isn't good. Where can you go if you can't use Tom's?
Yeah, you have to do research. I tell people, do the research. Keep doing the research. I mean, I tell people, don't believe me either. But I have helped people whose doctors, drugs, surgery can't help them. So. Wait, hold on for a sec. Okay, I gotta plug this in because my battery's going.
I was gonna tell the story about how you gave me my first job in movies.
Chuck just sent me a text too.
Chuck Artizone.
Chuck. He's doing he was doing a show out in Arizona on the QAnon shaman.
Is he still working?
He was out there interviewing people.
Oh, okay.
The QAnon shaman from the the Capitol thing. Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
In jail.
Did he body slam him for us all? Can he like can Chuck Artizone give that guy a body slam for everybody?
No, that guy's in jail.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He's also plant based. I want to.
I know. Organic.
He's very organic. He wants all of the plant based foods.
So I don't really buy into any of these narratives. If the media is saying it, or a lifelong politician, I absolutely believe the opposite of what they're saying. So I don't buy into any of this. It's
a riddle.
People just don't, because everything is lowest common denominator.
My experts tell me
advertising.
it's a pyramid.
Propaganda is so powerful.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And my politics changed. I don't support BLM. I don't support.
Wait, hold on. You don't support.
No, listen. I don't support.
But your own son.
Hey, listen. I don't support the climate change narrative because I am a white man. I'm canceled. None of those people support me. My son is black. My grandson's Filipino. My fiance's Cambodian. I have people in my life. I love them as people. I don't get into the groups kind of thing.
Right.
And BLM is not what it appears to be. People don't do their research. The LGBTQRSTOZWYLBLS doesn't include me. I'm canceled. I'm canceled by them.
Oh, well, you're never canceled around here, Mr. Special. I wanted to say, when I walked into that office, in Manhattan, right after college, it was like a week after I graduated, I handed you a resume for movies. I said, I'm a film student. I'd graduated the film school. And I said, hey, that was literally like the 30th office I walked into that day, probably. And you were the only...
around Manhattan. Yeah.
I was walking all around Manhattan. It might have been the second day I did that, and I had like 60 resumes that I was handing out personally going to. The only other person who called me back was Ishmael Merchant from Merchant Ivory Pictures.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and I met him very briefly, but it was for an internship that would have cost me more than... But, I would have been working for Merchant Ivory. But
the experience, it's a good company.
But no, but you guys hired me on the spot, and the rest is history. The rest is
that's the thing that's what Erica said. She said, when I came on the job, she said, you don't understand how you affected my life because you inspired me for ever since I met you, and I haven't talked to her in 15 years. So she's actually going to come on probably and manage me because I have too many things going on that I just can't do all of them myself, and I'm looking for executives right now for my company. No, I don't need any more white men. My white man that I have is me and my accountant, who's a film accountant, who's been doing my business and my personal.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
My CFO. I need a CEO. I need a COO. I need
a COO.
Social media.
Yeah.
Chief Operating Officer, Chief Executive Officer.
Got it.
I need, and so I got a bunch of things going that starts at the top with Mr. Special.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Special is the website, but only the people that know Mr. Special know Mr. Special, so nobody's looking at that website. So within it, I created, I have it electronically. I have it digitally on my computer, but I don't, I haven't done the design and the whole thing. I mean, I have parts of it done. Yeah. I have the tabs all figured out. So my documentary that I shot, Mr. Special's Precious People, I ran out of money. I'm really good at development, pre-production, and production. I'm not a post guy. I'm not an editor. And I ran out of money, and I never finished it. I didn't do it to make money. I did it to share this information. So Erica's on that. Aside from that, I own a couple of domains. Vegan-munchies.com is one of them.
Vegan Munchies, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good.
That's the thing that's going to start to. That's actually already started. So I developed products for the cannabis industry.
Most impressive.
The cannabis industry. This is without any cannabis. It's just vegan snacks. Everybody eats vegan. Even people who eat meat, they eat vegan. So, and I'm plant based, but every couple of months I'll have some meat. Sometimes it's disgusting. Sometimes I'm like,
I'm vegan between meals.
Between meals. So. I have that. I have my documentary. I have over 100 podcasts that I want to do. Some of them are in conjunction with the documentary. The documentary isn't going to be a series unless someone thinks on it. So, oh yeah, I'll turn this into a 5-part series. Okay, great. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
but
Netflix is hiring everybody right now. Everybody gets it. Bo Burnham got a special. Did you see that? Did you see Bo Burnham's special on Netflix? It's kind of great. It's kind of a.
No, I actually very rarely watch anything. I do mostly reading. I don't see a lot of things. I don't watch. I started watching one of those documentaries on the Earth or on the ocean, and and it was really popular. Everybody was passing. The group of people on my Facebook that don't like that stuff, are into that stuff, were all posting it. And then I started watching one of them, and I'm like, I fell asleep after like 6 minutes because it sounds like I'm talking to my. They already know all this, Great. I would repeat it to people who don't know it, and to question things. So the podcast that I have can go accompany with it, but the documentary, it's individual. What I want to do is just clean up the sound, clean up a little bit of it. The interviews will be standalone, and yeah, I'm not selling any of this, but I will create an account on Patreon. But the one thing that I really need, the needle in the haystack, is the social media / understanding of crypto.
Oh yeah, you gotta get into crypto. Dogecoin.
So, and I own crypto. My cousin manages it. He has bots that he licenses out for people. He doesn't do trades himself. He has bots. He's in tech.
That's smart.
And he's he's helping me out. I don't even know. I just give him the money. I know it took a shit with Bitcoin. Took a shit, and I lost some money. But whatever. I'm not really worried about it. I'm
It'll bounce back.
Whatever. Yeah. No. I'm not worried about that. So what I need is someone to do that. What I bought 2 days ago was I bought 2 more domains. NFT World Charities.com, NFT World Charities.org.
Okay.
I own those. Okay. I want to create NFTs specifically to donate the money. Of course,
to donate
profits will all go out. I don't want to profit.
Not for profit, but yeah.
Yeah. So I need someone who knows that marketing and market. I have an understanding that a lot of it has to do with marketing. So I understand that, and I know certain places to bring it to based on. So I'm not going to do the marketing. The charity itself is going to do the marketing. The charity that can't do the marketing, that doesn't do that kind of thing. And so I have some paper from the World Trade Center. I want to do an NFT with that paper. And I want to donate the money to the people that got left behind, didn't get the payouts, the vendor that lost his whole business there, the kid that was in his mother's stomach when his dad died in the World Trade Center that never got shit. And those people are out there. Erica's connected with the Tribeca Film Festival.
Oh yeah, Tribeca Film Festival.
Yeah, she did the first one, which was after 9/11, a few months after, and it's the 20th anniversary. It opened with a short film about 9/11. So she's going to, put this NFT that I'm going to create, but I can't.
Jen.
I am
Jen.
my company, chief business development.
That's a Jen.
I don't do the executive decisions. They're made collectively.
Hey, Jed, we're talking to Mr. Special. Mr. Special is a creative person who I've known since the start of my career in movies. When I first graduated college, Mr. Special gave me a job as a PA on the movie L.I.E. L.I.E. with Paul. Is it Dano or is it Dano? Dano. Okay, I've been saying it wrong.
Dano.
Yeah, he's a big star now.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice
kid. I still think of him as a kid.
Yeah.
He's like 40 now.
The role that what was the one where he doesn't talk?
Oh,
it's about the little girl.
Sunshine Cleaners or Miss Sunshine, Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah,
he was great in that. But his greatest role was the dual roles that he played in Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh,
There Will Be Blood.
When he played, see,
He
when I
played
watched
Paul and Eli Sunday. Do you know the story behind that?
I don't know the story behind that, but I remember watching that movie, and then, spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Dano, now I've learned how to say his name, gets beaten to death by the greatest actor of all time, Daniel Day-Lewis, with a bowling pin.
Yeah.
He gets beaten, and when I watched that scene, I'm like, oh no, Paul! He's getting beaten to death. He says, I drink your milkshake, and I beat you over the head with a bowling pin. And
Yeah.
It was very sad.
No, I mean, you said it. Daniel Day-Lewis, for our lifetime, the guy is, there's nobody even close. He should win the Academy Award as soon as he signs up for a movie. They should just give it to him. Although I'm not really into awards or award shows or any of that. All people pat themselves on the back.
Well, he said his last movie was The Phantom Thread that he did like 4 or 5 years
Yeah, and
ago.
he doesn't do movies anymore. He's now he now makes clothes for fun.
Does he?
'Cause
Interesting. Yeah, I guess he sews.
He left the industry. You haven't seen anything since then.
That's true. Yeah.
And the movie that was like, billed with Leonardo DiCaprio, Gangs of New York, all I remember is Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't even remember Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right, he is in
I
there.
remember him walking around terrifying.
With that mustache
I
and
watched,
stuff. Yeah.
when my grandson was about 7, we watched My Left Foot. My grandson got it perfectly. What an amazing movie.
Yeah, that is an amazing movie. How many Oscars in was Daniel Day-Lewis then? Was that his first or his...
No, that was like one of his first movies.
Yeah. Incredible. Incredible performer.
So There Will Be Blood. There was another actor that was going to play the brother.
Oh.
The actor and his father were so terrified of Daniel Day-Lewis because he's in character. He's you know, when he's not, he's always in character.
Well, he slaps Paul Dano across the face. He dunks his head under the water.
Oh yeah, but the thing is the other actor that was going to play the brother was so terrified. The father said, "Yeah, we're dropping out of the movie."
In the name of the father.
Paul Dano talked the director into letting him play both roles as his own brother. Different hairstyle, different. Yeah, so you see him as one character who tells him, "This is where my family's farm is, and we think we have, this property that has oil on it." And he goes to that place in Texas and finds the oil, and ends up killing him at the end. So that was a pretty interesting story. I would love to reach out to a celebrity, but they don't always take your call, and you're often, on the wayside. I mean, Keanu Reeves is the guy that I'd love to fucking hang out with and say, Keanu, I know, but he does things on his own. He doesn't need somebody else.
He's a good. I have a friend who is. I have 2 friends, Erica and John, and they are in Point Break Live. Have you heard of that show?
My friend Josh started it.
Well, then they know Erica Zabel.
No, he was in the
John
original
Mason.
one that they brought to L.A. Not
the San Francisco
somewhere
one?
else. No, L.A. He was in. I went to that 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Point Break Live. There was a seat for me that had a sign on it that said Mr. Special. And it was like in the front row. And when I went to this little offbeat theater in East LA, I went in and then I got up and I went, to the bathroom, or I went to get something or whatever. And
Did they audition you?
And there was some guy sitting in my seat, and I said, "Excuse me, are you Mr. Special?" And he goes, oh, no. I said, "Oh, well, yeah, that's because I'm Mr. Special sitting in my seat." And he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Special," whatever. But Mr. Special has also led to Precious. That's another nickname that I have. People call me Precious, and that's why my documentary is Mr. Special's Precious People. That's the name of it.
Oh, that's a lovely title, actually. I like that.
I came up with that as it was originally a documentary on alternative medicine and cannabis, but through the documentary, it has its own trials and tribulations and different interviews, and there's a couple of wild cards, people that I didn't plan on interviewing, and I ended up. And why is that up? And it became a documentary on integrated medicine and love. And so that's what it's about. And so I want to share those stories.
Hey, Claire Carey. Welcome.
Yeah.
So I was just saying hi to the chat out there. Claire Carey, welcome on YouTube. If you're enjoying the Aristotle Full Throttle show, please consider liking the video. Yeah, they were in Point Break Live, and they actually met Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves was super cool about it. He was like super friendly and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I don't think of him as being pretentious at all. I mean, I've read about stuff. He doesn't advertise it or publicize it.
Yeah.
You know, there are a number of people out there, and you don't always know it. And then there's guys like George Clooney who are complete assholes. Like, you want to help. You want to help all the people that, can't get into a country or whatever. Put them up in your fucking chateau in Lake Como and let them live there. Shut up. Oh,
yeah.
You gave your friends all $1 million, a whole bunch of other rich guys. I'm like, I'm just sick of the liberal bullshit. It's really sickening me. And I went door to door working for a left-wing organization, a lobby group years ago. I did it in Long Island. I did it in Rochester. I did it in upstate New York. I did it in Buffalo. Yeah.
Claire Carey.
I don't really into all these.
That's fair. I am well, Claire Carey. We're about to wrap up the show presently. So next Thursday, join us again for Jackbox. We started a Jackbox game earlier. However, we ended up playing guitar, talking about Jack in the Box, the fast food place. And now we're talking with Mr. Special about all kinds of things, about movies and the industry.
A whole opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, you don't like Jack in the Box. You wouldn't eat that.
Jack in the Crack, yeah. I mean, if I wanted to get diarrhea, I'd probably eat it.
Yeah, sometimes you want to get it, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, no, not at all.
It's not on the menu.
I actually ate a vegan burger the other day that messed up my stomach. I was like,
no.
Yeah, the place is a burger joint that just throws it out there. I was like, wow, it smells good. Oh, yeah, I ate it. And then the next day, no, that's why I don't go to very many restaurants. There's less than 10 restaurants in the United States that I'll go to. I just don't. I just don't do it. I trust it. I cook almost all my own food,
Yeah.
I make my own pizzas from the crust to the sauce to everything.
Let me ask you this. How come California doesn't know how to make pizza? Why don't they know how to make pizza in Los Angeles?
Well, it's not that they don't know how to make it. They don't have the right water for it.
Is it the water, though? Because I'm pretty sure it's just they don't have the right Italians for it.
Yeah, they have Italians out here. There's a place in L.A. in Westwood Village.
Thanks for 7, Claire.
And Westwood Village had a pizza place that I used to go to, and it was really good. I don't know that it would still be good, but I make my own pizzas, and I love them. I was buying the organic pizzas from Italy, from Sprouts.
Oh, Sprouts.
My pizzas probably cost more money to make than it does to buy it, but
yeah.
I trust me when it comes to food.
Now, when you make the dough, do you find that it's the water that's the difference here than, say, when you lived in Brooklyn?
Well, that's what I've always been told. I mean, the water in most places in the United States does not meet EPA standards. It fails. I don't know why every city doesn't have a class action suit against their municipal water company, because there's poison in all of the water everywhere. I would never drink water out of a faucet in Los Angeles, ever. It's not a product to help me. It's not something that I need. It's actually really bad. So when I was in LA, it was RO water. I would go get RO, high alkaline. I'm a water person, but the reality is, and there's a guy that I follow on Facebook and love everything that he posts. He's about, I would say, probably mid to late 30s. He looks younger now than when he was 20.
Because he's drinking alkalines?
Well, he's Jordan Raw. That's, he's a raw food, vegan kind of guy. He's a black dude. He's got, I think, like a Latino wife. She had a son who is his son also now, and they've had a bunch of kids. No vaccines, no drugs, no hospital birth, no nothing.
Wow.
So, and the kid's totally healthy, healthier than most kids. Immune system and understanding the immune system is something that's really difficult because the petrochemical industry is the ones in the pharmaceutical industry that writes all of the programs for the colleges for medical school. So I don't buy into that stuff. And I viewed a woman, Dr. Rachel Knox, and she's a doctor of a mixed race family. Her sister's a doctor, her father's a doctor, her mom is a doctor. I met her mom and I spent time with her. I interviewed her in my documentary, and she's the one that she didn't coin the phrase, but she mentioned integrated medicine, and that's where I changed, the whole focus. It wasn't that I changed it. She said that, and it changed. So, integrated medicine is a combination of Western and Eastern medicine philosophies, only I don't buy into the petrochemical. They drugged me as a child with Ritalin, and my parents went right along because the doctor said, take them.
Yeah, they did a lot of things back in the day.
I ate like 8,000 to 9,000 Ritalin before I was 13 years old.
9,000? At one time?
Yeah, No, between 7 and 13.
Oh, good golly.
So I was predisposed to be a drug addict, which I became, as a, late teen. And then in 1986, I 86'd everything. And I don't use aspirin, Tylenol, Advil, any of that stuff.
What do you do about your back? I know you got back pain.
Yeah, I'm because I'm now only 142 pounds, I don't have that back pain anymore because I did a lot of yoga, because I do stretching, because I use natural substances that aren't inflammatory. That's the thing, is people take these drugs, but they eat the same food. So as long as you have inflammation, your pain is never going to go away. You're going to keep putting Band-Aid after Band-Aid after Band-Aid, which is pill after pill after pill.
Yeah.
So it's a big shift where people need to make changes. Well, they don't need to. It would be best for them. But most people going out of the box or doing something different that's not what they're used to, everybody's comfortable doing what they already do. To do something and to have to think about it, that's why it's easy. And when Trump first came into office, I was not on that team. I looked at the ugliness.
I wasn't either, and then I'm still not.
The thing is he doesn't have a very good delivery.
He doesn't have a very good brain inside of his head. He doesn't have a very good anything.
No. Listen, I could tell you so many things that Trump has done to help people that aren't even white, that he has gone out of his way and done.
I can tell you what he hasn't done.
Yeah, I know. That the thing is the media already told you that. And so unless I have conversations with people, and I got into arguments about certain policies and certain ways that he acted at the beginning of his term.
Listen, this is special. Donald Trump, his brain is malfunctioned. It does not.
Yeah, no.
It just really controls his.
The current president's brain has malfunctioned. Trump is not a malfunction. Trump is your typical white male American. You're typical. So I've worked with his daughter. And
he's a psychopathic, narcissistic.
No, he's not a psychopath. He's not. The thing is it's so ingrained to 25% of America that they hate Donald Trump, and you can't go outside of that because it would ruin everything that you believe. I changed. I can't imagine if Hillary Clinton was the fucking president. What a fucking nightmare. Okay, now we have somebody who's the president. Now
so you'd rather have a validated nightmare of a situation
No, he's
than
not
an imaginary.
He was trying to help the country. He actually believes does that. Hillary Clinton is about war and killing people and making money and hiding shit. I don't fucking. Bill Clinton is a fucking. Oh my god! I don't even want to get it. I don't know.
We could move on from this conversation. I'm happy to, because I don't think my mind is going to change just in this conversation about Donald Trump. I'm pretty convinced.
Yeah. No. It's not. It's about what he represented and the things that happen.
It's about who he emboldens.
Listen,
It's the white supremacists are on the Donald Trump train, and I'm not.
Listen, your buddy Biden has handed over the reins to China. He has no power. He doesn't even know that he's the president most of the time. He can't do anything. His spokespeople are jackasses. His vice president, nobody likes working for her.
I'm with you, Cosmo.
Yeah, the whole system here is fucked. The thing is I'm leaving the United States anyway. I'm going to a country that cares less about its people than the United States government.
Question for you, Mr. Special. Love you. You gave me my first job ever. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for you. I got a question. Would you go to Mars? If you could. Would you go into outer space, first of all? If you could be Richard Branson, would you get...
Because we have a planet right here that we need to take care of. We don't need to go explore other planets. I'm not really into it.
You know
spend your money on spend your billions of dollars on people on this fucking earth. And let's get this place fixed.
I agree with you.
Can't.
You know,
because between Musk, Bill Gates, who's part of that whole program, and fucking that asshole Jeff Bezos, and people keep ordering from Amazon and going to Whole Foods, they don't help the planet. They don't help it.
My favorite part about them looking at Mars is like it's beachfront property, but without the ocean. You know, everybody's like, "Hey, why don't we go to this sandy dust ball when we have this beautiful, lush planet here?"
We have so much beauty right here. Why don't we, focus on that? But no, people are focused on the game that's going to happen on Friday, the alcohol they want to go drink, the drugs they want to go do, and all of the wrong things. And that's the problem, is people are lost. Really, really lost.
They are lost. They need a Find My iPhone for their chip that they got implanted with the vaccine, I think.
And knowing is half the battle.
The chip will come along with the boosters that you're going to need if you had one.
We got to get... I mean, you might as well get one, right? I want one in my brain so that I can just Google things by thinking about it.
I actually went to a funeral in Florida last year, and as you go into the funeral home, it was a cousin.
Game over, man! It's game over!
As you go into the place, they take your temperature and they point this thing at your pineal gland. And I told the lady, I said, don't even think about pointing that at my head.
No.
Everybody else just
it'll calcify
because it's normal. Yeah, I said, you can... I don't buy for any of that. And the funny thing is my last coronavirus was when I came back from Southeast Asia last year, January 17th, and it was a head cold. It was all sinus. It took about 3 weeks to get rid of. I've never been sick again since then. It's so weird. Every year I got a coronavirus when I was in Southeast Asia. Not COVID, but a coronavirus. And I haven't gotten sick. I don't get a cold. I don't get anything.
Well, that's good. I think I got my allergies last in the middle of the night. I was sneezing and my nose was running, but I woke up, I was fine.
Listen, yeah, you also live in the city with in the United States that has the worst air in the United States.
You've seen my place, right? Yeah, you saw my place. It's like right here on the street in Hollywood, basically.
Yeah, you're on a corner. I mean, the air is absolutely horrible in LA.
Really
I go through LA sometimes, but I just drive right through and go to, I worked 120 days straight. My first day off, I drove 560 miles to go see my son and my grandson on Father's Day. And then I drove back up. I was down there in San Diego a couple weeks ago. And it was great because my life is actually... Are we still on? We're not on.
We're live. We're streaming. We're live. I'm gonna wrap up in a couple minutes, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but you've been good, though, right? You're staying healthy?
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, that's good.
For the most part, it's the mental health that I always concern myself with, and it's crazy. If you don't believe all of the things that seem normal to everybody, then you get out there. So this is interesting because I have a podcast. Someone would be great to potentially be a co-host with me on it.
I'll pop in there.
Yeah, it's one of my things. I mean, I need to bring other people on. I mean, I have 100 topics already.
Oh, we've got plenty of topics I'm sure we could debate.
and talk about.
Yeah, no. These aren't even for debate. They're just for conversation. It's just information to share and people to go do their own information. I tell people, even if it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, or your doctor sounds like he knows what he's talking about, or you believe your mom, don't believe anybody. Make an informed decision based on research that you do. But no, people just want to take a pill because it's the answer. It's the golden ticket. It's the silver bullet.
I would say that be careful that you're not just doing research that confirms your biases. I would say that challenge.
Well, that's my climate change.
Wesley.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He's taking all his money. He burns up fossil fuels like nothing. And that was Clinton's, vice president. The guy made a ton of money, sold his company to Al Jazeera, and took $300 million. And you don't hear from Al Gore anymore. He's gone. Current,
I saw him do.
Current climate ambassador John Kerry, he flies around in private jets all the time.
Yeah. Well, I saw it, but I did see Al Gore about 2 years ago. He did Inconvenient Truth 2, and he did a talk after I saw him. He was right there, and he was saying, and I said, Al Gore, what would have been a better title? I didn't say this, but I should have said this. Would have been a better title for the sequel to Inconvenient Truth. Should have been Inconvenient Tooth.
Inconvenient 2?
An inconvenient tooth. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds very hood-like. It's kind of gully.
It's but he didn't go for it. Well, I got to wrap it up, Mr. Special. It's always fun talking to you. And let's talk. Let's talk. Let's why don't you send me a message here and there? We'll work it out.
Let's I'd like to continue our conversation and go in a little direction of the direction I'm going in when we're not on the show, and talk a little bit about that, because I don't want to reveal too much. But I got some things going, and I'm looking for some executives. So if anybody's watching your show, I'm looking for predominantly
where can they find you?
Group. What's that?
Where can they find you? Or if they want to.
They can find me on Facebook as Mr. Special, Speciale, Speciale. They can find me through Brian Reingold on Facebook as well. And there's my uncle calling me. So wrap it up and let's talk again soon.
Good. Sounds good. Thank you so much for calling, Mr. Special. It's always nice talking to you. And thanks again
for having me on the show.
For the opportunities that you've afforded. Bye.
All right, man. Take care.
Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Special, a.k.a. Brian Reingold, longtime friend of mine. That's why I don't get into it. Sometimes you don't get into it. Sometimes you just say, okay, well, we're not going to get anywhere in that debate. But it's good to talk to people one-on-one sometimes about these things, because then you could be like, my opinion is not the same as yours, even though yours is very strong and outspoken. I will not agree with you, and that's okay. But this little puppy right here, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's on my shoulder. Happy Thursday, Wesley. How are you? I'm about to head off the air right now. We had an interesting day today. We were supposed to play Jackbox. We ended up not playing Jackbox. We ended up talking about Jack in the Box, the actual fast food place, which is also called Hardee's. Wait, is that right? No. What am I thinking of? All right, let's see. I actually know his brother. Maybe we can explain White Rage. Here's the thing, Cosmo McBuds. Mr. Special, he's a special guy. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say, I'm just going to quote. I'm going to quote our favorite Kurt Cobain. Just because you're paranoid, don't mean they're not after you. It's okay. Sometimes people have, Mr. Special has his own opinions, and they're his alone. I'm not going to, it's like arguing with your uncle about it over Thanksgiving. You're not going to get anywhere, but it's okay. He's got lots of ideas in his head. They're bursting to get out. And that's fine. Me too. Although, you know, it's funny that like that conversation normally, if it was on the internet, if we had that conversation on the internet over Twitter, we'd probably be at each other's throats. But because I know him and he knows me and we just talk, we can easily just say, I disagree with you. And, you know, you're not going to change my opinion about a guy named Donald Trump who's also a psychopath. He's clearly a psychopath, but that's fine. Just don't be my president. Well, we did it all. We've done it all today. We really did. We talked about Paul Dano. I learned today. What did we learn today? I learned it's pronounced Paul Dano. And I've been saying his name this whole time all wrong. I've known that kid since 2000. Since 2000 I've known that kid. Now he's not a kid anymore. He's an adult human. Look at this. I'm wearing lanolin sheep's wool. I think I'm gonna try to take a nap. I only had 4 hours sleep last night. Jenna Fierce, I hope everything's all good. I hope that the situation today was remedied and good. I hope Cosmo that your what did you get? You got Hardee's Jack in the Box. You got, what did you get? Jack in the Box? Yeah, you got Jack in the Box. Delicious. I hope that Jackbox inspired you to get Jack in the Box. It's good stuff. It's delicious. I have been to Pink's in LA. I did. You have to go to Pink's. And they give you, like, you can put all these things on your hot dog. It's so big. Think about the glory of eating a hot dog. I'm gonna leave you with something very special. The glory of eating a hot dog is that you always end up putting too many things on the hot dog and it doesn't fit in your mouth. It's just like a mess. It just falls all over yourself. Hot dogs and tacos. Is a hot dog a sandwich or is a hot dog a taco? I'm gonna leave you with that. Or is it a taco sandwich? Is it a sandaco? Is it a taco-wich? No one will ever know. There's no way to prove this. Wait for it. Those are two totally different keys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Cosmo, Wesley, I'm still Condor, Ron, Mr. Special. You're all very special. And Claire. Yeah, Claire Carey. You're all very special. And, you know, do your research. When you do your research, when you do your own research, make sure you're just not looking up things that you agree with, or it just sounds right to you. That sounds right to me. You know, do the research and say, perhaps I should adjust my opinion according to the facts instead of adjust the facts according to my opinion. You heard it here first. Oh, and everybody, never limit yourself to anyone else's imagination. Fly. Be free. Do the thing that you want to do. Be who you're going to be. Because that's the most important. Because if those who matter seldom mind, and those who mind seldom matter. That's what I say. All right, baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.